today we're going to discuss Riyad Mahrez. How will Man City cope without our top goal scorer? Goal machine Riyad Mahrez is leaving Man City to go to the African Cup of Nations with Algeria. So obviously we wish him the best of luck, but we are going to be without him now for around a month. Obviously it does depend on how far Algeria get, depending on just exactly how many games he misses. But City going to have to cope without Riyad Mahrez. He is our top goal scorer, as I've already said, so he's a big player for us, as we all know. Riyad Mahrez, bro. He's obviously going to the African Cup of Nations. I think it's in Cameroon this time. With Algeria, I think they're the holders. I think they won it last year, didn't they? And obviously, we're going to miss him. He's our top goal scorer. Before we get on to who can come in and sort of, how we're going to play, I just want to talk a little bit about Riyad Mahrez and what we're going to miss, bro. Because for me, one thing that we're going to miss, what I really, really like him for, is basically the guy never loses the ball, bro. You ever seen him lose the ball? I ain't.
And as well, I think that touch that he has is absolutely incredible. Do you know what I mean? It's unreal. Too, it was unreal. The smell of that, I can smell it bare now. He's so good. He's so good on that right hand side. He's like pivotal to the way that we play attacking wise. There's so many times where he'll hold the line, he'll hold the width. So when say we're going on the left hand side, that Riyad Mahrez is always going to be available on that right hand side. You could just switch the play, and he's there waiting for it. He also has really good link up with De Bruyne and Cancelo on that right hand side, and Bernardo as well. It's mint. He's proper. It's weird, isn't it? Because after last season in his Champions League, he's missed the Champions League, and I was like, how does Riyad Mahrez even get better? But he's currently our top goal scorer. He's got our most goal contributions this season. He's on 18, and then the next person from that is Phil Foden and Gabby are both on 13. Yeah, and then he's on 13. He's scored 13 goals and got 5 assists.
You know what, bro? As well, when we did our sort of pre-season predictions or like post last season's sort of like review, and we spoke about Mahrez, can you remember what I said about Riyad Mahrez? Because I'll tell you what I said, because clearly you can't remember it, but I said, I think Riyad Mahrez needs to be scoring more goals. I think he's got the ability to be scoring more goals. Yeah. And last year, in 48 matches, he scored 14 goals. I think that's a disappointment from someone of Riyad Mahrez's quality. I think Riyad Mahrez can be getting 20 goals a season. Well, so far this season, he's played 25 matches and scored 13. So it's only one off his full year tally from last year, bro.
That's wild.
I think this guy, the quality that he has, I think he can be hitting 20 goals a season. And I think he can hit that quite easily. I don't even think that's like a stretch. I think like 25, 27 is a stretch. I think 20 for him, because he's so good and he's finishing his mint, I think 20 goals a season for Riyad Mahrez is easily doable. And he's well on the way there. He only needs 7 to get there. Obviously, he's going to miss a couple of games now going to the African Cup of Nations. But the amount of chances that we create, hopefully we go far in the FA Cup and the Champions League, he's going to get a lot of opportunities to do it. And there's still 15, 16 games after the season to play. I think this guy can get 20 goals, bro. And if he does, I think that'll be an outstanding year for him, and he will very much be in the shout for Player of the Year for the season. Because we did that video that I think we did yesterday, and we spoke about Player of the Season
review, innit? Yeah,
so far. And I think Riyad Mahrez was in the conversation. Well, if he gets 20 goals, I think there's going to be a real talk for Riyad Mahrez to be in that name bracket of Player of the Year.
Yeah, and I think given that, and obviously wanting to get as most goals as possible, you touched it there, the fact that the games that he will miss, he's not actually missing that many.
Yeah. Well, what games is he missing then, bro?
He's missing Swindon Town, which is this Friday, obviously the first FA Cup, and if we get through that game, which you should imagine that we'll beat Swindon, he will miss the 4th round as well. He misses Chelsea, and he misses Southampton, and then there's Brentford on the 9th of February. I'm not sure if he'll miss that or if he'll be back in time for that. It depends on how the celebrations of the go. Do you know what I mean? We don't know what the fallout of it is. Like basically, we know when the games end, but how long does it go on for afterwards? Do you know what I mean? Is he going to stay in Algeria for a bit?
That's very much how far do Algeria go, and if they do win it, how hard do they party, basically.
How hard do they party, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, he's going to miss a couple of games there, obviously, which is disappointing because he's in good form, and as I said, he's our top goal scorer. So let's turn our attention now to maybe players who can play in that position.